is JJ, Jonquel Jones, stay out of foul trouble. Assert yourself against this size, because you can play with them inside and out.
Definitely want to go into the paint, have 44 points in the paint versus the Mercury on Saturday.
Jonquel Jones.
Heidemann step back.
So important, her presence on the court. You know, last game, struggled with foul trouble, but Han Shu really came in and stepped up.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking to assistant coach Courtney Paris about Jonquel before the game, talks about her role and how she's been so good. Brianna Stewart, too strong on the three. But Allen gets the rebound.
Rebecca Allen just doing Rebecca Allen things. She's everywhere.
Yep, she has talked about getting extra possessions for this team. Nice pass from Sabrina Ionescu to Brianna Stewart.
That was wizard-like, because she was in the middle of the paint, and it was like you had to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And Sabrina really did. Also, kudos to the Liberty continuing to move without the ball. If you stand and watch, that play doesn't happen.
They look really in sync right now as they have the 8-point lead. Flau'jae Johnson trying to get herself going, blocked by Rebecca Allen, who's been doing it all. Trap coming, deflected up in the air. Malanga comes away with it. And back to Rebecca Allen. Brianna Stewart three. No good. Malanga with another rebound.
If we could count touches, deflections of Rebecca Allen in the last couple of possessions, she's just everywhere using her length. It may not directly correlate to a stat on her stat sheet, but it's turning into good plays for the Liberty. Pivot one way, pivot the other. The patience, ooh. The ability to pass across your body going the other direction. Sabrina, a highly skilled play, a highly poised play to make that pass to Stewie.
Absolutely, and what looked like a broken down play, still made something out of it.
There was no panic there. It would have been easy to call a travel if she wasn't under control.
Farm too strong. Little hesitation dribble from Ionescu, finds JJ for a three. She drills it.
Finding some rhythm on the court, understanding their role. You know, Han Shu today at shoot-around, Chris DeMarco told me he felt like she was improving throughout the season. You could see the growth in her game. And DeMarco also said about Rebecca Allen, she's out there playing good basketball, and oftentimes players get rewarded. You're in the right place at the right time because you're hustling hard, your intentions are good.
Hustled hard for that rebound on the other end. He's got 4 rebounds already. As the Liberty here with this 11-point lead, trying to run this stuff. Oh, move and a spin move. Stewie, how nice was that?
That was silky smooth. All of Stewie's skills in one play. Her versatility, her length, her mobility, her ability to score over people, just a very sleek move through the paint and the defense.
I love how we collectively say, oh, oh man, it's nice. Fawn with presence inside, misses the layup. But how about the moves from Brianna Stewart? Versatility on display.
A little rhythm to her game, if you will. The handle through 2 defenders. Oh, she put Flau'jae in the spin cycle first. I think Flau'jae didn't know which way to go. And you see Stewie, she's smart. She's smart.
I love it. I absolutely love that.
No, but Stewie's been doing her thing. In the month of July, she was averaging 26.4 points per game. That's her highest scoring average in any month of her career. Just to say that she's still playing at a really high level.
High level, double-double on Saturday. And in the month of July, shot 43% from 3 as well, too. No, she doesn't take a lot of those, but it's really showcased her versatility this season.
I think it's important. You know, she's been struggling with the 3 right now at points in her career. As of late, she's been shooting the 3-ball great, and I think it's contagious. Jonquel Jones is a 3. The entire team's hitting it. But even when Stewie's not hitting the 3, she's still a threat. I think you still have to respect her because she can. Because you know she can.
Yeah, the 3-ball has been infectious here. They've already hit 4, Ross.
Yeah, Jonquel Jones has hit 400-plus threes from the center position. It's only her and Jackson.
Oh, Lauren Jackson.
might have
with
done
you,
it
Lauren Jackson.
in WNBA
Absolutely.
history.
We talked about that last game.
I was impressed. I said, come on, youngin, with the knowledge.
Listen, I know.
You know
about
Lauren Jackson. But no, I mean,
Absolutely.
to talk about players who are doing their thing for the Liberty, Jonquel Jones coming off of that All-Star game MVP.
Yes. First player in the league to win 4 major MVPs, regular season MVP, Commissioner Cup MVP, Finals MVP, and now All-Star Game MVP. Incredible what she's done this year. And a nice pass to Breanna Stewart to go along with it.
I like the high-low game and basically taking advantage of whoever has the better mismatch.
Heidemann with the pass to Baum. Too short on the lay, but keeps it. Johnson loads up a 3, too strong. Offensive rebounding here and makes an easy layup for Johnson.
Big offensive rebound for Awa Pham, who has a lot of potential, obviously one of the top draft picks this season.
Step back from Ionescu. It's pure. She has looked so aggressive to start in this one. Just under 24 points in her last 5 games. Has been healthy and playing very well as Heidemann hits another 3.
And the Liberty are really hot from 3, 5 for 7 from there.
They talk so much about not just settling from the 3, working inside out. They've had 16 games this year with double-digit 3s. And Ionescu will hoist another. Whew. That one off the front of the rim. Little shake and bake from Johnson, and Rebecca Allen picks up the foul. Center this Wednesday, August 5th, when the Liberty take on the Seattle Storm. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com/NYLiberty.
You know, Sabrina talked to me about with the back injury, while she's feeling good, it's always there. You know, I too, as an old lady, I have a bad back. But she as a high-level elite athlete, she was like, it takes a lot of time now to prepare and make sure her back is ready for these games. She says she starts working on the back an hour before the games. Then at halftime, it's really important to keep it warm. Long stretches where she's on the bench, we'll watch her keeping it warm or continuing to do mobility exercises because she can't get cool in that time. So it's just something that she has to keep an eye on.
Something we've talked about, so many veterans on this team and the longevity in the league adjusting well how they have to take care of her bodies as Ionescu has the ball right now, finds Honshu.
I mean, Sabrina's a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's still young, but I'm saying the back injury is something to, you know, you got to deal with.
Yeah, definitely. Heidemann, couple moves here, couldn't hit the shot. Looks like foul on Beck Gardner after that play. As the Seattle Storm down 12 here, still trying to get into offensive rhythm. Slow starts has kind of been their thing. They had those 15 points against the Atlanta Dream in the first quarter, 18 in the second. But Natisha Heidemann has been fantastic, and you talked about what she's done this season.
Yeah, I mean, this Seattle Storm team has lost 8 in a row. They're trying to figure out a lot of things. They're incredibly young. Like, the core of what they're doing here is 2 rookies and a second-year player. They got a lot of size. They got a new head coach, a new system. You know, it's rebuild. This is a franchise in the Storm that has been at the top of the league for many seasons.
7-0. Sabrina Ionescu stops a 7-0 run from Seattle with that bucket. And Gardner up in the defense here, trying to make things difficult for Heidemann, who finds a cut in Horston. Couldn't hit the shot. Ionescu pretty dime, but bounces out of bounds. Gardner smiling after that.
Thread the needle pass from Sabrina Ionescu.
Sabrina Ionescu has not just settled for the 3, but taking it in the paint as well.
Yeah, I think this is important too, like that she's got so much depth to her game. Sabrina does a nice job off the bounce, getting to the rim, also dribbling under duress and making plays for teammates.
She has talked so much about how she loves the ball in her hand, being able to be a playmaker. Gardner's strong move doesn't go.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting too because she's spending a lot of minutes with Pauline Astier on the court. And today she told me she feels really comfortable either way. She can play all the positions at guard. Stephanie Dolson gets that one to go. But she did admit, like, hey, come winning time, end of game. She does enjoy the ball in her hands. She likes the ball in her hands to make the play and the decisions.
As you said, it's Sabrina Ionescu we trust here.
It's Sabrina we trust.
Gardner shoots a three. A minute left to go in this first quarter. It's Cook with the ball. It's a 10-point game here. Cook airballs it. Head coach Chris DeMarco looking for the run. Gardner does and completes the transition bucket.
One thing Rebecca Gardner's going to do is hustle. Gets down the court, helps the Liberty play up-tempo basketball.
McBagor gets behind Jones to score the bucket. 30 seconds left. Storm trying to ramp up the defense here, but a foul is called.
Don't forget, Essie McBagor just rejoined the Seattle Storm. She missed a number of games with a face injury. You see she's wearing that mask. 6 games with a broken nose. I mean, the team obviously really missed her. And it also meant those young players I mentioned, Alafam, you know, more for Dominique Malunga, thrown into the fire.
They have so much length. And as you mentioned, McBagor only played 5 games this year.
And big expectations and excitement for her coming to Seattle. New contract, big contract. So, you know, being healthy, so tough.
It is. Had the 12 points against the Dream last game. 15 seconds left on the clock here in the third. And Seattle Storm has it. Going to take their time with it. Melvin gets all the way to the rack, blows the layup. Gardner has time here to get a shot off, but it is deflected. And the New York Liberty have a 10 rebounds and 2 assists to go along with it. A 10-point lead for New York Liberty. As we start the second here, Marine Fotukes has come into the game. Pass here from Johannes, batted
in that graduation ceremony at Maryland and College Park.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she represented throughout her political career so much to so many, but especially women. You know, I was first introduced to Hillary Clinton through my mother, who gave me a book to read about her. You know, so really exciting that she's at this Liberty game, and you just never know who's going to be sitting next to Clara.
You absolutely don't. Now, before we went to the break, the Seattle Storm challenged the out-of-bounds play on Jonquel Jones. It was a successful challenge, so that's why they started this quarter with the ball. Jones misses a 3, but an offensive rebound here for New York. That's their second. Fotukes, excellent with the ball in her hands. Setting up the offense. Also looking for a shot, and Hanshu looks for hers. Watch out now, Hanshu. Knocking down the 3 ball is what she's been good at as of late.
How quick that release was. Not to mention, you know, her height, which helps, but how quick that release was. She was ready. Right back at you, Steph Dolson.
Yeah, Dolson comes right back at you, but as you
look at that little smile, the 2 of them down there. What y'all giggling about?
That's a matchup to keep an eye on. As you talked about Hanshu and her 3-point shooting ability, assistant coach Courtney Paris has talked about how her confidence has just grown. She knows her expectations this season, getting more minutes out there on the floor. Fotukes too strong. Melvin turns on the jet.
On a big girl. But, you know, this is somebody who once played for the Liberty, wasn't quite there yet, went overseas to continue to develop her game and her confidence and her mobility and her defense, and now is coming back to the Liberty, showcasing all that she has worked on her game with.
She talks so much about the jump ball here. We talked so much about Hanshu and how she's worked on her English, how it helps her build confidence here, come with the Liberty. And assistant coach Courtney Paris, who's been working with her, said that, you know, I played overseas. I know how it feels over in Europe and sometimes not being able to fully understand what's going on. So said that that's just really helped. The communication has been great with Hanshu, and she has just made tremendous strides this season. Barclays, official banking partner of the New York Liberty. And the stoppage of plays, they had to double check the shot clock. Now set at 23. Seattle Storm have the ball. Seattle Storm. Swarming defense. A little bit of a crease for Cook. She takes advantage. She's had 9 games this season in double figures. Averaging 9 points per game over the last 4. Zia Cook.
Concussion protocol, but so good to see her here. She did have a great individual workout, according to Chris DeMarco today. He said she looks good, no timetable yet, but moving in a positive direction. Same thing with Leonie Fibich, out with a left foot injury that's kept her out since July. However, she continues to progress. DeMarco saying can't wait to get her back.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. I was speaking with Sabrina Ionescu today, who spoke about how important not having Leonie Fibich is on the defensive end. Her IQ, her ability to be put on anyone, her versatility, her ability to stop a potent guard from their scoring. And you also miss that size on both ends from Satou Sabally.
Satou Sabally was averaging 10 points per game for her injury, and Leonie Fibich, 43% three-point shooter. Liberty getting a couple of second chance opportunities here, but couldn't cash in.
Those are 2 players who give the Liberty a lot of size, length. Then not to mention productivity on both ends of the court, different matchups, more physicality. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge part of putting together this roster and what it looked like. The Liberty are a much smaller team now without them. Look, they're just not as big. They're not quite as defensive and as strong on defense as they would have been, or as versatile. But they're still putting these pieces together.
Great points, Roz. And the month of July, they were giving up 97 points per game. So on the defensive end, missing that size from Satou Sabally, Leonie Fibich, who we know don't play about defense. Hopefully can get them back soon, but Jonquel Jones finds a seam in the defense, completes the layup. Hounding defense here from Fo Toots on Heidemann, trying to slow her down. Contest from Allen. She got a piece of that.
Okay, big on big out here.
Malonga trying to showcase how she can pick up full. Pass taken away from Heidemann. She takes it all the way down the lane here after the steal. She's up to 10 points.
Very capable scorer and playmaker. You know, for those who remember, this is, you know, what Natisha Heidemann was doing for the Connecticut Sun during her tenure there before she joined Minnesota and really became known for her role off the bench.
Yep, 5 seasons with Connecticut, 2019 to 2023, and Rebecca Allen, that almost looked online, but it'll be a shot clock violation.
What we're seeing here from the Seattle Storm, an increase in ball pressure. They are working hard on the ball, but when that happens, it means you've got an opportunity to go high-low. Good seal and nice read from the New York Liberty. Jonquel Jones sealing and finishing inside.
Well, the Seattle Storm are 6-25, but they're actually second in the league in defending the three, holding opponents to 31% from the three-point line, forcing you to go inside. And who goes inside? Malonga.
Dominique Malonga having a career year in her second year, getting a whole lot more opportunity this season, and she looks more comfortable, more confident. She's improved a lot.
Yeah, she's had her 12th career double-double last time out against the Atlanta Dream.
You can make an argument for her to be the most improved player this season.
Yeah.
She's absolutely in the conversation. I covered her in Unrivaled, and I thought Unrivaled was really great for Dominique Malonga. She gained in confidence. She was throwing it down, dunking. She gained in joy. And her understanding of her body against other pros, her strength is up, her footwork, her spacing, it's all there.
Ionescu kicks to JJ. Couldn't hit the three, but an offensive board for the New York Liberty. Great drive here from Allen. Just a lid on the basket the last few possessions. Quick pass in to Malonga. Off one leg, fade away. Couldn't hit the shot. Pass back to Stewie. Can't hit the three. It's a 9-point game here for Seattle as Heidemann pulls up. No one came up to stop her in transition.
And the way that she is scoring and shooting and the confidence she's playing with, you almost have to dictate her into a direction earlier.
Got 13 points and a 7-0 run for Seattle until that bucket.
Where was the transition defense for Seattle? The Liberty easily broke that down with a pass.
Heidemann grimacing after that play and takes herself out of the play on that one. Holding her stomach, maybe a little bit of a collision, but stays in the game for now. That foul's on Sabrina Ionescu. That's her second.
Besides Natisha Heidemann, who's shooting a hot 4 for 6 from the field, everyone else is kind of struggling to get it going. The Liberty are holding Seattle to 34% from the field shooting.
Raise up from Johnson, who connects. We talked about how she was really the difference maker when Seattle got that win over Liberty. Had those 28 points, hit 4 threes in that performance. No doubt her best performance of the year. So her trying to get going after that shot.
Flau'jae Johnson has the athleticism, the energy, the willingness to learn and to be taught.
Pauline Astier really conjures up a rare three-pointer. Doesn't take a lot of those.
Because she likes to get to the rim.
Yeah.
But Flau'jae this season with Seattle has really improved in just her read of the game, her patience and understanding of it out there.
That's a nice tip from Ionescu. But as you mentioned, Flau'jae Johnson has had 5 20-point games this year. She's really settled in nicely. Stewart takes it all the way.
It was a layup line, a complete breakdown. Also a nice screen from her teammates to not allow the defense to get out. But this is now 2 or 3 plays where I'm looking at the Liberty looking wide open in the half court. Seattle has no idea where to be.
And it seems like the Liberty, they brought it down slowly, right? This is a team that's 8th in pace. They have been pushing, but just still getting the easy bucket.
Methodically, for sure. You know, the Liberty have 7 fast break points in this game.
But we've seen Pauline Astier shoot a rare 3. Took her time on that one.
It's a great read. The defense is going under. It's just simple basketball. There's no one here. A little body screen from Jonquel on Dominique Malunga, but Seattle has no idea what's going on defensively right now.
Seattle giving up 86 points per game as Flau'jae Johnson misses the first. Coming up at the half, our halftime highlight reel presented by Red Bull, plus tonight's timeless moments presented by Oak Street Health. Flau'jae hits the second. 10-point game here. Seattle Storm just hanging around, and they get a turnover created by Flau'jae Johnson, pushes it all the way, makes the layup.
And that's something Flau'jae Johnson can do, and Chris DeMarco let the Liberty hear it there.
And sorry, could not hear the whistles at and one.
It's an and one. Flau'jae has, again, the speed, the electric ability to bring momentum to her team within a game. She's been that way in college. She's still got that as she continues to learn now the pro game. And she really has moments of being explosive so far in her rookie season.
Well, this is something that really plagued the Liberty last time they faced it. They gave up 21 fast break points. They had 16 turnovers in that performance here.
Don't give a rookie fast break points.
Yeah.
Don't let a rookie heat up that way. Force that young player to execute getting a bucket in the half-court set against your set defense. You know, and Chris DeMarco, Liberty head coach, is upset because it's an open court turnover. Taking care of the ball is a perennial key to the game for the Liberty. Every game, possessions.
Sabrina Ionescu talked about how Coach DeMarco got into him against Phoenix as Jones hits nothing on that shot. We talked about how he felt like they weren't executing, they weren't getting into their sets with urgency, and Sabrina Ionescu said he let us hear it. He yelled at us in the huddle so we could get it together in that second and third quarter.
Yeah. I said this at the top of the broadcast. Look, the All-Star break is over. Trade deadline came and went. You know who you got. This is it. Now it's about, can you continue to stack these wins? Sabrina Ionescu told me today at shoot-around, I spoke with her, she said, I don't feel like there's that much of a gap between the teams that are ahead of us. So we've just got to keep playing, winning, and make it into playoffs, and we'll take it from there. She feels really good.
Nice spin move from Malonga. Man, this is a 5-point game. It's been hounding defense from the Seattle Storm, but Ionescu makes it look easy.
Under duress, under control. Great pace, great strength.
Sabrina now up to 13 points. The Liberty with 18 points in the paint. Spin move from Melbourne. Kicks it out. One more to Malonga, who cashes in a three. Been working on that part of her game.
Dominique Malonga has been a huge part of this Seattle Storm comeback. She's been doing it in the paint and now showing some range from outside.
Well, as you said, Ross, Heidemann was really their only offense. So other players having to step up here, string together a couple of buckets. Ionescu with the ball once again. Pretty move! Attacking in the paint. 30 seconds left here. Heidemann with the ball. Trying to create space. Hezzy dribble, gets in the paint. A tough bucket.
Right now, the Liberty are having a hard time keeping Natisha Heidemann's penetration in check.
She's quick with the ball, and it's a 4-point game here. Liberty with 13 seconds left on the clock. About 1 second between game clock and shot clock here. Stewart in trouble, looking for someone, and gets it off. I think it's a whistle. Yeah.
Wow.
Bailout foul there.
Well, that is an unfortunate, not so smart foul from the Seattle Storm.
On Jade Melvin.
Yeah, that little reach down there, they don't call that. That little.
right. He's in my head on that one.
But that little reach bailed Breanna Stewart out at the end of a waning shot clock. And put her where she likes to make her money, at the free throw line.
Hits about 7 free throws a game. That was something that the Liberty did a tremendous job with against Phoenix. They were 19 of 19 from the free throw line. That has been their going to be a key for them here in the second half as Han Shu gets to start here in the second. Jonquel Jones not on the bench. Pretty pass to Stewart, who puts it in.
And sometimes your best defense is your offense, not turning it over and tiring the other team out, taking it right at them, which the Liberty just did.
22 points in the paint for New York. They got 13 assists. Continuing to move with a sense of urgency here. Has to be on both ends, though. Malonga puts her heads down for a long finish.
That's tough. And I can literally see the improvement in her game. You know, those are some long steps for a big girl, but her strength to finish through contact, that's a big step forward.
Stewie kick to Han Shu. Couldn't hit the three. Heidemann gets it to Malonga again, who uses the left hand. Short arm that one. She looked upset after that miss. No go for Astier. Jonquel Jones returns to the bench for the New York Liberty. That's a good sign to see her back on the bench. Johnson hits a mid-range.
Flau'jae Johnson got a little bit of rhythm towards the end of the first half there for the Storm.
Talked about it. She is so athletic and quick. Step back here from Ionescu. Makes the rookie pay.
And Sabrina Ionescu looks back at Flau'jae Johnson. They are both smiling, but there was eye contact because Flau'jae was in Sabrina's shorts. And Sabrina still came up with that make.
Yeah, schooling the rookie a little bit. Heidemann can't hit the three.
Ooh, I love it. Get the popcorn out.
Allen shoots a three of her own short. But Han Shu giving them another possession. Man, Flau'jae Johnson and Sabrina Ionescu.
The intensity is up. Flau'jae Johnson's defensive intensity on that last one, I mean, really, really aggressive and bothering Sabrina, harassing her, and yet Sabrina Ionescu still able to make that shot. And then the petty queen, who knew, turned over her shoulder and gave the rookie a look like, don't you think that's going to upset me?
A little bit of an excuse me move.
Yes.
Get that three off, and here's Johnson shooting a three. Oh, they're going back at him.
And look, Flau'jae looking for Sabrina.
Two players who will not back down to a challenge. Guarding each other, having some fun out there. Ionescu turns the corner, kicks it back to Jones, who's back on the floor, and hits a three.
And Sabrina's still smiling. I think that was all set up. First, Flau'jae Johnson is playing with a lot of excitement defensively on Sabrina, so she curled and then stopped once her feet were in the paint to find Jonquel Jones on the three-point line. It's a very heads-up play. It starts, though, on this side. Let's go with Flau'jae Johnson knocking down her three. Okay, cool. I got you. Gets feet in the paint, gets the defense jumping and under control, kicks it out to Jonquel Jones because the defense is sagging. But I like the read even before that pass out, where JJ had a very excited defender in Flau'jae. I'm sorry, Sabrina had a very excited defender in Flau'jae and curled towards the rim.
Dominique Malonga at the stripe is up to 10 points now. She hits the second. We talked about Jonquel Jones coming back to the bench late, but is out there on the floor. It's a great sign for the Liberty. A little hesitation dribble over to Stewie, too strong. Allen picking up full. Another deflection. She has been swarming defensively. Johnson, short on the three. Long pass here from Ionescu, and Stewart gets the foul.
And here's the tough part, because now Flau'jae Johnson's excited. She's coming down, taking a quick shot. You miss that. The Liberty are running off of it. And so now shot selection becomes a form of a turnover. You know, now the Liberty are going the other way at the free throw line. And it's quick.
Decisiveness on the offensive end has been the game plan as of late. Stewart hits the first. Give the gift of Liberty basketball through Lives for Kids. Donate now and you'll be entered for a chance to win premium tickets to an upcoming game with food and beverage included. Scan the QR code now to give.
I was talking with Sabrina Ionescu, who wasn't an all-star this year. It was an interesting all-star break for her because she got one. So instead of being in Chicago, she was home in California and, you know, in the Bay, and then the team played in LA. So long trip there for her.
She's talked so much about the importance of having that break and getting her body back to health, as Pham has had a quiet game here. She's good for 11 points per game, but able to ring in a three.
Against the Liberty zone.
Yeah,
defense.
that's her first points of the game.
Liberty changed things up. The look was different there defensively, some zone. And the Storm just moved the ball for an open three-pointer.
Definitely play the most zone for a team by a mile in the W. Like to switch up different looks defensively. Throw teams off balance as Breanna Stewart earns another trip to the line.
We can't stress enough, you know, the Liberty are fighting back defensively, but not having Leonie Febish and the length and size that also comes with Satu Sabali. Chris DeMarco has been coming up with strategies on the fly, sometimes using, you know, trapping defenses just to create some momentum, some force, some pace to the play.
Breanna Stewart hits them both. She's up to 19 points tonight, perfect from the free throw line, and they turn on a little bit of this press. Pham with the pass out. A bit of a collision there as Flau'jae Johnson tried to set the screen. Looked like she got caught, the moving screen on that play. First turnover for the Seattle Storm since the first quarter. A team that has been struggling with taking care of the ball. 15 turnovers a game, 11th in the league. They have been valuing possessions in this one. Awafam picks up her second foul.
I also don't think Liberty defense has been overly aggressive as much as they've focused on, I think, trying to be sound.
This has been the matchup to watch here. Double team coming. Astier loads up. A little 50 mid-range shot. Oh, and Awafam gets caught again. That's their third foul. Like 3 back-to-back personals she's picked up in a short amount of time.
Unforced errors, mistakes, from a rookie.
Yeah. You talked about how young this team is, and we've seen it. They've been in games just making those mental mistakes, unforced errors. Astier with it now at the top of the...
And now understanding that when mom's bringing her to things on the road, she's asking her, did you win? How did you play? Like, she actually is wondering how she's doing and cares, and that's something she's seeing in the development of her kids a little bit.
Yeah, and I've also saw the clips of when they were at Phoenix, her pointing to Marta's name on the floor and the kids reading it out. That was actually really cool as well, too, as they're getting older, being able to travel with their mom.
A huge deal for her. She said that, like, the fact that they're traveling with her, but then she also pointed out the cognitive awareness, like they're getting older. They're wondering if mom played well versus just being there. You know, so it's cute. It's really cute. It's very sweet. Shout out to the fans.
League back down to 9. The New York Liberty 10 on the shot clock. Tight pass, and Flau'jae Johnson takes it away. Johnson all the way, a little okey-doke at the rim.
Full head of steam, coast to coast. And I think Flau'jae really feeds off of her defense. That's something she can control as a rookie. And the more fired up she's on defense, the more she's fired up on O. Like, it's translating.
She's got 2 steals in this game. Astier, difficult shot, but still got the whistle.
You can literally see her, like, almost boosting energy levels with the work she's doing on defense and committing to, specifically against Sabrina Ionescu. It's not always successful. Sabrina's scoring at times, but I think just, like, you'd love to see that in a rookie. You may not have all the answers yet, but here's something I can control, my defensive effort against an all-world player, and that's fueling her offense.
We saw Flau'jae Johnson do that 4-year career at LSU, coming in her rookie year. Talked about how she wanted to be a sponge, learning, but also just being herself. And I think all the things that you mentioned, Roz, is just her playing her game, keeping the intensity high on both ends of the floor, and it really gets her into the game. Jones with the ball on the wing. Looking for Stewart, hits her, quick passing around the perimeter. Gardner couldn't hit the 3. Flau'jae Johnson has been heating up and picks up the foul on Jonquel Jones.
And Jonquel Jones started off this third quarter on the bench, did not come out with the team at a halftime. So already kind of a weird rhythm into the quarter, and now a foul here. And one of the keys here is just staying on the court. She has battled through some foul trouble, feeling out these refs in the past couple of games now. But Flau'jae Johnson, her ability to beat that first defender really puts pressure on the defense, because now not only is Jonquel out of position, now she's in foul trouble. And then you also allow a big to be without being boxed out.
Flau'jae Johnson, 8 points in the third quarter alone. She She has again risen to the occasion here. Tough place to play if she misses that free throw. She's at 18 points. Liberty still shooting it well, shooting 53%. Zip pass inside. Jones gets positioning, but short arms it. There is a whistle after the play.
And Ezi Magbegor is known to be a tough defender inside. She's got great length. She's someone who can block shots. Oh, excuse me, that's Alafam in there working, the rookie against Jonquel Jones inside. It's a quick zip pass in there to Jonquel.
And that's a big foul because that's the 4th on Alafam. And we're talking about Jonquel Jones. I'm checking with Tina, who has more.
Yeah, I spoke to JJ before the game. The first time I got to talk to her about her MVP at the All-Star game, and she was playing with a heavy heart in that game. Her aunt had just passed away. And JJ said to me, I felt like my aunt was watching over me and looking down and guiding me through that game. Because JJ admitted that this season has been tough. She said that she thinks it was good to use that All-Star break to reflect on everything, put those things that happened before to rest, and look forward to the second half of the season. And she said she went into that game with a lot of gratitude and wanted to just have fun instead of trying to win the MVP. And look what happened. Great game.
Yeah, it was such an interesting nugget, Tina. Thank you about what JJ said. That I think this, she said, I think this was the first time I didn't focus on winning that MVP, and I won it. So really cool to hear what she's done this season, becoming an all-star once again, and that was a nice move. It looks like an offensive foul going the other way.
Right now, the Liberty, this game is right there, kind of hanging stagnant right now. The Liberty want to continue with that momentum they came out in the game with, moving the ball, finding one another, playing with some pace and aggressiveness, looking for that, creating three-point shots for one another, and defensively hankering down. Flau'jae Johnson has been a game changer.
Really works well for the Liberty. And the defense continue to be picked up for Seattle Storm as Ionescu off balance. They let him play on.
Tough defense by Flau'jae Johnson to funnel her into the height and size in the paint.
Heidemann change of direction, scoops it up and in.
Yeah, it's the guards right now for the Seattle Storm that are driving in straight lines. They are the catalysts right now to the strong play of the Seattle Storm.
Well, as you mentioned, Ross, Seattle on a 12-3 run right now, and they had their hands full last time they played the Liberty, but the guard play has been good in this one.
Yeah, Natisha Heidemann does a nice job of continuing to keep her dribble alive through the contact. Like, she's going to get bumped here. That could be a foul. Instead, keeps her dribble alive, changes direction, and finishes at the rim. Natisha Heidemann is a very good veteran WNBA player. Like, this is just what she does.
As you said, career highs in points, assists, minutes. She's been fantastic for this team, up to 17 points here tonight. And shooting 60% from the floor. Well, with a three-point game here out of this timeout, you know, what would you like to see from the Liberty?
I think they need to establish, like, trying to get something in the paint a little bit, or penetrate in pitching, whether that's feet in the paint or getting a touch in there, but getting the defense to collapse and create an easier shot. I can't remember the last time the Liberty had an easy shot.
That's a good point. The Seattle Storm has turned up their defense here in the third. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching to catch the latest episode of the New York Liberty's all-access series, Liberty Unlocked, coming up after the game on My 9.
To come back to ease of play for the Liberty, in this third quarter, they have, hold on, let me get this right. In this third quarter, they have 4 turnovers alone, 3 assists, more turnovers than assists.
We talked about how important that third quarter has been for the Liberty all season long. They were outscored against the Mercury in the second and third on Saturday. Stewart trying to shake free and does to hit the shot.
That's a tough shot. That's a long defender. Ezi Magbegor is a great defender, and Stewie's just able to create enough space and utilize her high release.
Over Magbegor, who's 6'6". Pretty shot from Breanna Stewart. Heidemann with the ball again. And Gardner with a huge rebound. They're looking for Johannes. This is what she does. Maureen Johannes into the game to hit a three. Could ignite this crowd and this offense as the pretty fast pass from Gardner. Johnson takes it in. Just off the front of the rim, Fotukes comes away with it. Beautiful pass to Gardner, who finishes. Run for the New York Liberty. And a takeaway from Honshu. Here they go, pushing the pace again. Fotukes pass to Stewart. She hits it. The connectivity from New York right now on display. Looking here for another stop. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson, ball off the leg of Honshu, but it stays with Seattle.
The Liberty are on a string right now. Extra hustle, extra effort, turning into extra buckets.
Defense has wrapped up here. 12-point lead for New York. They try to get another stop before the third. It's in to McBagor, who can't hit. Stewart hoist. All the little things as we get set for an exciting fourth quarter. New York Liberty had a 9-0 run that last minute and 23 seconds in the third quarter. How about the block from Honshu?
Honshu's length on display, making defensive impact in there. Good timing, and does a nice job of avoiding the foul, defending without fouling. Full court pressure here against the Liberty.
Fourth block of the game for New York.
Too bad, could have been our block of the game.
I know, right?
Yep.
Just a half a second too early. Pass from Johannes, finds Stewart. Ah, she missed the layup. Cook keeps her dribble alive. Finds McBagor. Liberty continuing to string together stops. Fotukes keeping her dribble alive. Oh, gets all the way to the rim. It can't complete. A lot of contact underneath the basket.
The Liberty are missing bunnies. These are makeable layups. That you make those and you start to really distance yourself in this game. Slow down, concentrate, and finish.
Well, Honshu was getting in on the action of that offensive rebound. Stephanie Dolson picked up her first foul. The ball back in the Liberty hands. Johannes crossover, step back. Whoop, nasty. My goodness, Maureen Johannes.
Maureen Johannes. She has come in and changed the game.
She has been such a difference maker for this team all season, bringing that energy. We've seen a couple of clutch threes for them to build some momentum. She's open here again. She's letting it fly. Short on that one.
It's funny because Maureen Johannes almost needs a bounce before she can get into that shot. She was open and probably could have taken it without the dribble. Both Marines have been fire starters for this Liberty run.
Yeah, Maureen Fotukes played 11 minutes in this game. Made some key plays as well. Nice pass from Melvin, but a block from Stewart.
And right now, the Liberty paint a fortress. The length that they have defensively. Honshu, Breanna Stewart making blocks, and right here on offense, Maureen Johannes stepping up that left side of the court three, right in the face of the defense.
I love that, Maureen Johannes.
Yeah, you gotta put some on it.
Yeah.
Is she doing you that dirty? You got.
Well, Seattle has missed their last 7 shots. So the Liberty getting it done on the defensive end as well. And it's Liberty basketball once again. Fotukes navigating past the Honshu with that quick release. As you mentioned, Gets that shot off in a hurry.
How many big plays are now being assisted by Marine Fotu?
15-0 run for New York, and now their largest lead of the game, up 18.
Liberty getting a big boost off the bench. The bench has been making a big difference here in the fourth quarter.
19 points off of the bench for New York. Timely plays, key plays, bringing some energy off the bench.
So important, and I think it starts too with just getting rotation settled a bit. It's hard to know where your shots are coming from, who you're playing with, what the timing and spacing on the court needs to be if it changes every single game.
Yeah.
So a little continuity we're starting to see from a Liberty team.
It is really tough, and the first year for Coach DeMarco, having to watch film, figure out who should be in the game at the right times, different rotations. The injury report has been thick for the Liberty this year. He has been navigating the changing lineup to pull off some wins for this team this year. Still running this offense, in control here. Finds Gardner. 7 on the shot clock. Kind of lost it a little bit, but finds JJ in the corner. Couldn't get that shot behind shoe. Didn't realize the shot clock was expiring. The 11th turnover for the Liberty. Short on that shot. The Liberty get another. It's a pretty move from Malonga.
Yeah, creating up-tempo opportunities where the defense isn't set up. They've been able to really make the most of those. I can't say enough about how important and influential the bench has been in this game and on this run.
Yeah, as we do a game reset, Seattle cut the deficit to 3. And then New York went on a 17-2 run. They had missed their last 8 shots before that last bucket from Malonga, and they get a stop here. Pass to Malonga, long strides and a finish. Up to 17 now for Dominique. Fotu at the top of the key, takes a 3 of her own. Too strong. Oh, pretty pass to Melvin. And a timeout is called. As it is a 12-point game here. Seattle not going away. Liberty, timeout, trying to figure it out. Absolutely, he's talked about the mentorship and how that has prepared him and meant the world to him. First-year head coach. An opportunity here with the Liberty. STA, pretty move and a finish. Lead back up to 14 for the Liberty. Melvin launches a 3 and hits. Seattle only shooting 34% from the three-point line. They're continuing to fight, not going away. With 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. Stewart gets in the paint, bulldozes. Can't hit the layup, but who it is? Rebecca Allen giving them another shot at it. Astier. Oh, pretty fine to Ionescu. Can't the shot.
Been a little bit quiet in the second half here, or in the fourth quarter for sure. But again, other players stepping up for the Liberty.
It looked like Astier got hit in the face by Dominique Malonga. Get her the offensive foul, and that's her third personal. Seattle been taking care of the ball tonight. Only 7 turnovers for that team who's been struggling to value possession. Jones, no good. Seattle getting another chance. Johnson, change of direction, kick to Malonga. Too strong, and nice box out from Breanna Stewart. Pushing in transition once again. Jones, 2 steps to the lane.
This is so huge for the Liberty now with 20 fast break points. They are pushing the ball up the court. They're getting, the thing is that their rebounders are looking up ahead and are capable passers. What a great outlet pass. Bringing it up herself, big to big. I mean, this is the versatility of the Liberty bigs on display right now. Stewie to Jonquel Jones, coast to coast. Who needs a guard when you've got these two?
Breanna Stewart has 5 assists tonight. And finding JJ was a pretty pass, long court.
You know, it's kind of fun watching these two in that split screen that our director and producer put up there, because we talked about all the MVP awards that Jonquel Jones has won. Well, how about all of the decoration for Breanna Stewart? I wonder if you put up a list of all of the different achievements. I mean, can you think of another front court that's as decorated as Jonquel Jones and Breanna Stewart? I mean, in general, just such a balanced attack. 4 starters in double digits. It's also the efficiency for me. Look at how well everyone shot. No one dominating the ball too much. Just all within the flow of the offense.
I'm going to take a chance here and say that Liberty have been shooting above 50% the entire game. I mean, they're shooting nearly 51 right now. Have been great shot selection for this team. And you talked about the fast break points. They have 18 fast break points. They usually average 7.
Yeah.
That's 13th in the league. They're 8th in pace, but they have been looking up and taking advantage of transition buckets.
I also would be remiss if we don't point out just how potent the bench has been for the Liberty. And I think, honestly, when the game was hanging stagnant there for a second in the second half, it was the second unit that changed things. A lot of contact there against Sabrina Ionescu. Flau'jae Johnson bringing energy, but she is putting a lot of hands on Sabrina.
I agree. Saw her kind of look at the ref after that possession. It was a couple of bumps and even a reach-in, I think. But a turnover for the Liberties. The ball goes back to Seattle. 13-point game. Trying to shut down the paint here. The Liberty make things difficult and get a turnover. You talked all game long, Roz, about how they needed to get it done on the defensive end, and the month of July was giving up 97 points per game. Right now holding Seattle 78. Just over 2 minutes left. Flau'jae Johnson, cookies from Sabrina Ionescu, takes it all the way. And there's a whistle.
And that's tough. You just don't want to bail it out with a foul on the other side. But Flau'jae is sitting on the crossover, waiting on it from Sabrina there. I think also you can just pressure release a little bit. Sabrina's on an island, one-on-one. There's not even any reason for that. Someone pop back and you know, somebody else bring up the ball.
Yeah.
there's no pressure on making that happen, and then screen, get it back to her.
Yeah, she even lost her footing as well, handling the ball. Flau'jae Johnson has been hounding her the entire length of the floor.
It's been physical too, because there has been a little bit of touching, grabbing, and holding, but you got to give it up to the rookie who's here, who ain't backing down from nobody
at all. Now up to 22 points on the night. It's her 6th 20-point game of her rookie career. And it's still an 11-point game here. Jones thought about it, but passes to STA. Pass back to Stewart. Gets into the paint and gets to the free throw line once again.
Gosh, Brianna Stewart, it must be so tough to defend her without fouling. I mean, she is always like hunting that shot and where the ball is coming from. Just defender keep swiping down. She's so long. Her body's so demonstrative. You can just see every mistake happening from the defense.
Yeah, she really baits you.
Yeah.
Almost dares you to reach for it as a rare missed free throw for Brianna Stewart. "24 points for Stewie. As we hit the 2-minute mark here in this fourth quarter. Heidemann gets into the paint, swatted away from Jones. 6th block of the night for the New York Liberty.
Liberty paint has been a place of rejection. The length and size inside, it was a fight between Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones on who's going to get that block credit.
Malanga hoists the 3. Pham, one of the best rebounders as a rookie in this league. And she can shoot the 3 too, too short. The clock on the Liberty side as they take it down. Stewart short arms another layup, but Jones is there. Couldn't get that one to go. Johnson pulls up and hits. It was a mean shot. It's a 9-point game. Flau'jae Johnson continuing to play hard. She's been hounding Sabrina Ionescu. Kick to Assier. They hit Stewart in the middle. Nice pass to Jones, who connects. Assier guarding Heidemann. They give it to Flau'jae Johnson again. That was a mean move. The air balls the shot. And the fans on their feet here with about a 4-second difference between game and shot clock. Handshakes, hugs as Stewart just dribbles it out with a shot clock violation. And that'll do it. The New York Liberty have won the last 5 out of the last